Hey, Carolyn Porter here, and this video is on how to make money blogging. And I am continuing the series on the 17 blogging blunders to avoid when you're starting up a blog. And this is number 14, having an awful layout. That could be the worst thing to happen to you, to have an awful layout, because you do not want your layout, how you have your blog layout, the things that you have on your blog, you really do not want that to compete with your content. And so the object is to have a clear and focused design so that you invite users in and the content is more prominent than everything else, and they'll stay. Because if you have this awful layout, they're going to click and go, because the people on the internet, you know, they when they're searching, they find you. They have 10 people on that list, and let's just say that you're number one, and they see that your blog is all cluttered, and you know, they're just going to click the link and go. Let me just give you an example of how your user will experience this. Let's just say that you are a person from a small town USA, or even small town world, and you have a downtown area, but it's pretty small and average. It's not, you know, over the top or anything. You have big buildings and everything, and it's a pretty good size, but it's a small town. So you are lucky enough to win a week's vacation in the beautiful New York City, USA, and all expense paid for everything that you're going to do, and you're put up in a hotel, the best hotel in the Times Square area. And so you arrive in the daytime, so you go upstairs in your hotel and you doing whatever you're doing, and then at night you're going out, right, to dinner or whatever you're doing, that's based on your plan. So you're going out at night. So you step out of the hotel and you step out on the street and you see all these lights and signs and all colorful, everything just flashing and blinking at you. It's like visual overload. So you have to close your eyes for a moment and blink. You have to close your eyes for a moment and you have to regroup, because it was just so much coming after you at one time. So imagine that your prospective customers come to your site and see the same thing. They're not going to just close their eyes and regroup, because when they pull you up in Google, it was 10 people on that page. You might have been at number one, but what they're going to do is click and then go look at number 2, 3, 4, and so on. So you don't want that. You don't want that at all. When you get them on your page, you want to make sure that it's inviting and not too over the top as far as visual stimulation for them. You want them to stay on the page. So you want to have a clean sidebar. The litmus test for your sidebar is, if you're going to put something on your sidebar, think about it. How is this going to impact the decision that my customer makes when they come on my blog? And if it's not going to help you reach your goal in any way, don't put it there. Just put as less clutters and advertisement, especially on your sidebar, as possible. If you want to have some advertising, you can put them inside your blog post, and you can change it out every so often, put one every week or something like that. It's up to you, but don't put too much on the sidebar, because you don't want it to be too cluttered and to run your people away, especially since you've done all that work to get them on your page. And then the other thing is that you want to make sure that you have a way that they can sort through your content with categories, so they can go and, you know, once they get on your blog, you want them to dig around through all the categories and see what you're talking about. You want to have some of your recent posts up there too, so they can see what you've been talking about in the past 5 or 6 or 7 days. So make sure that you have something like that on there, and that if you do put a call to action, and I believe you should put a call to action on your sidebar, just have one simple call to action on your sidebar where they can go and subscribe to your email list, because you know, when they first come on it, they're not gonna, most of them don't buy right away. You want to wait for them to subscribe to you, but don't overwhelm them with so many different things. Like, you'll have your main opportunity there and all the tools that you're selling there, and it's just a whole slew of stuff down to kazoo. They scroll past your content and still more sidebar. Don't do that. Make sure that whatever you put there is going to help add to how your customer make that decision on your blog post. And so make sure that it's nice and clean, and make sure that you have a pretty good heading on there too, that's going to capture them when they come on your page, but not too overwhelming. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to have a nice, clear, focused design when you're doing this blog that is inviting and that makes the content easily readable and that the content won't get lost in everything that you have on the blog. So if you've gotten any value from that, leave me some comments. And if you're looking for a blogging platform and you haven't found one yet, click the link below and go check my company out, Empower Network. We have a viral blogging platform that has it's already set up with a whole bunch of the things that we're talking to you about right now. So go over there, click the link, check them out, see whether you like it, and if you do, I will see you on the inside. Thanks, Carolyn Porter, and I'll see you on the next video.